What's up, gamers? It's your boy back at it again with another track making guide, and today we're going to be doing some more SCR file stuff. This time we're going to be doing a little overview on animated flags. Just kind of the same thing with rotating objects. Animated flags bring quite a bit more life to your tracks rather than just a picture of a flag. You got something that actually moves, adds a little bit more life to it, makes your track look a little bit more lively. I guess, I don't know, sounded pretty redundant, but you know, you get the point. But yeah, I'm going to show you the whole process of getting animated flags in your track. It's actually not that hard. A lot easier to do than rotating objects. You don't need any experience with Blender or anything like that. I guess I'll also show you how to make your own custom flag as well. There's a couple flags that I've made just for some specific applications, I guess. But yeah, show you how to do all that in a little bit. So yeah, hopefully this is going to help. So what Poboso gives you right off the bat is well, actually not two, there's 4 flag models that you get right out of the box, and they're going to be called just the normal flag, and then there's the country flag. And the difference between the two, so all of these are actually, never mind, I'm wrong. So the country flags, you see how the American flag, it's, you know, mirrored on both sides, whereas the normal flag, it doesn't have that. So if this Poboso flag here was a country flag and you go over to the other side, it would be backwards. So the other model that you get is the big flag, and it also comes in a country variant, so you can make that in a big American flag or whatever flag you live in, whatever you want it to be. And I'm not sure if there's any way to make your own flag model. I'm sure there's got to be some way. I don't know it yet, but if I ever do find out what it is, I will be more than happy to put it up and show you guys how to do it, because I'd love to just make a giant freaking flag at some point. But yeah, all right, I'm going to show you guys what to do in the SCR files. And actually, what I can do, I'll just pull it up right now, the SCR file for the example track here. Let me find it. Or actually, no. I'll just go straight into the mods folder. Alright, so this example screensaver file, it's going to be .scr, but you're going to want to open this in Notepad++. Alright, so move my file directory out of the way. So we have, oh yeah, 5 flags. I forgot I put the clouds in, but we have these 5 flags here, and you'll see, I'm going to guess that it goes in, this is the first flag, so object 0. This would be the next one. This would be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and you can see how the 5th flag in the SCR file is the big flag.edf. And the way that this works is, I guess, for you need this flag equals 1. I honestly can't tell you what that really means. I guess it means that this is going to be an animated flag. The one after that, for the name, you're going to want to put the name of the model, so the flag.edf or flagcountry.edf or flag, you know, _ big edf, so on and so forth. And the thing with this, you see how this is in, this has this asterisk here. And what that asterisk tells the game is there's no flag models actually in here. If you remember in the rotating objects guide, we had to actually put the clouds.edf model in here. That asterisk tells the game to not look in this track folder, but to actually look in the game, what do I really call it? The common game files, I guess. So for Steam, you're going to want to go into your common MX Bikes folder, and for your standalone game, you know, you're going to want to go into that folder, I guess. I don't have that version, so I'm going to assume if you do, you know how to get to it. And the easiest way for you to get access to these flag models is to go to this miscellaneous PKZ file in your common and have some way to open up the archive. I have 7-zip, so we're going to open up the archive. And just to make things, honestly, what I ended up doing anyway is just taking this entire miscellaneous folder out and putting it into my common MX Bikes folder. And if we open that up, you'll see a flags folder right here. And you'll see our 4 models right here. So if you don't put that asterisk into your SCR file, you're going to have to put these models actually into your track folder. And I guess the only benefit that really comes along with that is your track folder is going to be a little bit less of a file size, even though you can see that these files really aren't that big. But the benefit to not using this asterisk is you can customize how everybody is going to see the same flag animation. So for example, this is the way that I set up the flags on Snake Creek with the whole asterisk, so on and so forth. And say I went into my common MX Bikes CFG here, and you can see how there's these 4 channels here for the animation time. And when I built Snake Creek, I didn't have these 2 other channels here, and thankfully for Fat Muppet, he gave me the other 2 channels, so that way the flags are at this full speed right here. They used to be like slowly waving, and I'm pretty sure if you look back at my rotating objects guide, you'll see how they're moving slowly. But yeah, say Fat Muppet loaded in here and he had all these channels loaded up and I only had the 2, he would see the flags moving at full speed, whereas I would only be able to see them moving at half speed, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I didn't cross you up with that. I don't even know. But anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, so I have all these paints in here. This is just my main flag folder, like everything flag related. I'm going to end up having to come into this folder anyway, so I keep all my flag paints in here. And the way that you're going to want to go about doing it, so say I want to make this 4th flag here, this American flag here. Let's say I want to make that the state line flag. So here is my example track folder. I got a state line flag right here, so I'm going to copy that paint and I'm going to put that flag paint directly into this this track folder, and you see I already have it in here. And so the way that we're going to get it to actually show up in game is if we go to, so this object here is the 4th flag, and you can see the paint right here. I'm just going to, oops, accidentally right clicked. We're just going to delete that, and it's going to be state line underscore flag. You want this paint name to be the exact same name as the file that you're going to use it as, including the .pnt. All right. Now, let's see here. Let me actually also, we're going to copy all of these over as well. Oh, I don't want to move it. I just want to copy it. Okay, there. Now I'm going to get rid of all these asterisks. I don't know how to say that. Something like that. But these little stars in front of the flags. That way, we are now going to be referencing the data that is directly in the track folder. Okay. And just for shits and gigs, I'm pretty sure it's flag. Yeah, flag country underscore big. So I'll make that a big country flag, or nah, actually we're not going to do that because I don't want it to be mirrored on the back side. Okay. Now, let me open up this CFG, and I'll just show you for the effect. Say I don't want it at full speed. We'll get rid of those 2 channels. Back that up one more. All right, boom. Okay. So, I guess the other thing I forgot to mention, you're going to need the data, and all that is just the flag.cfg. Honestly, you can just straight up copy and paste all of these into whatever the SCR file that you were going to be using at that time. And in case you didn't see the rotating objects guide, this SCR file, this SCR file is going to want to share the same name as, you know, your track name, or all of the main track files for your track. So you see how all these are example.amb, example configuration settings, so on and so forth. This is going to share the same name as all of these files here. All right, now that we got that out of the way. And the last thing on here is the position. So the only way that you're going to be able to find the position is going in the track ed. So let me just go in the track ed real quick, see if I can somehow pull up the example track data. Straight up do it from the example track folder in the game. All right, TRH. I don't know why my why my trackhead doesn't display the coordinates, but the way I've kind of had to force going about it is because usually on everybody else's track ed that I see, they have some coordinates down here, and you'll see a longitude and latitude number, and you'll also see an X and a Z coordinate. So the X is along the horizon here, or I guess across the screen, and the Z is from top to bottom. And usually what you would only have to do is just hover your mouse right over the flagpole. It'll tell you in the bottom right corner what your coordinates are, and you're going to use those in your positioning. But I gotta do it the fun way. I gotta make a pit, and let me see here where it's at. All right, bottom right. All right, absolute. We'll do, let's say 30. I don't know how high up it is. And we'll do 40, for example. I do not see. Oh, wow, we got to go pretty high up. Okay, we'll just put a 1 in front of that. Okay. I'll come back to you once I get this right. Okay. So for this 4th flag that we're working on, I've had to do some finagling with where the pit is going to be located at, and I found the location of that flagpole, and it is at 130 and 113. So if I pull up, where is the SCR file? Okay, so let me see here. The state line flag. Here you go. 130, 113. So you can already directly see here that your first number on the positioning is your X coordinate, and the third number is your Z coordinate. The number in the middle is your Y, so that is how high off the ground it is going to be. There's kind of like a semi-decent way you can go about it in Blender, where you can put like a if you have like a flag model or some kind of like flag that's a similar size to the ones in the game, you can put that where you want it in Blender and just find the location data for it. That kind of gives you a good starting point for what this Y number is going to be. You don't really have to do that, but just know that it's going to take a little bit of trial and error to get it right where you want it at. So that's basically all that there is to it for getting flags into your track. And so basically, I guess I'll talk about making actual flags. Say you want to make like a custom flag or something. So you're going to want to get Paint Ed. Let me see here. I'm going to assume you probably already have Paint Ed. The easiest way to find the name of the TGA you're going to want to use is just go straight into your MX Bikes comment folder, just like we did earlier. Alright, miscellaneous. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time doing this. Okay. And you'll have the flag USA paint in here. Maybe. I might be wrong. If I am, just go straight to your just go into the example track and it'll be in there. All right, open. And you'll see that the file name for it is flag. And honestly, if I were you and I haven't made any flags yet, I would just unpack it into some location wherever you can find it. Go into Photoshop. My PC is definitely about to catch on fire. All right. I should already have like an example flag. Yeah, here we go. Here's a flag.tga. And this was the Gravedigger flag that I made for the backyard free ride. So if you ride up behind the Gravedigger monster truck, you will see this flag waving. Paid a little bit attention to detail on that one, but you know, like let's say I wanted to do Pelster service and make him a no-namers flag. We'll just, oh, okay, cool. All right. Oh my God. All right. There you go. Jesus. That was way too fucking hard. I'll save a copy as a TGA or a DDS. 24-bit. I usually compress it just to try to save on file size. Okay. And now we'll go back into Paint Ed. Direct read. Oh. All right, boom. There you go. There's your no-namers flag. Don't know why it's doing that. My bad. No underscore namers. I try to avoid spaces. Actually, no, that doesn't matter for the flag name. I try to avoid spaces here when I give it the actual file name, just because I don't think I just don't feel good about using spaces in Notepad++ and doing all that, so that would be why. So I'm just going to put this back into my flags folder. There you go. That way I can use it later on if I want to. It already saved it because it's super fast. It's only freaking saving a very small amount of data. All right. Now I gotta find it again. So here we are back in the flags folder, and here is our no-namers flag right here. We will go into our example track folder, paste that flag paint into that. Okay, and now what I'll do is we'll give our first flag, so it will be the furthest flag all the way over here, a actually no, let me see here, because I want to put it right next to the state line flag. All right, so we'll do this flag right here in the middle. All right, so paint no underscore namers dot pnt. Okay. And yep, looks good. Actually, I'll just do country. That way it's not mirrored. Or actually, no. Wait a minute. I'm freaking tripping. It is supposed to be country. That way I can just better show. Yep. All right. So now that we got that, we're going to save this, save that SCR file, and then we'll load the game back up and see how it looks. All right, here we are back, and you can see we've now got a big state line flag, and the flags have slowed down because we messed with the animation, the CFG file, and we've now got a no namers flag. So hopefully I'll remember to send this to Pelster when I'm done making this video. But yeah, you can see how the back of the flag is backwards because that's how the country flags are supposed to be. So that's basically all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. It's really not that hard. Hopefully I went over just about everything you need to know about it. And yeah, if you have any questions about it, don't be afraid to ask. I will, gladly answer whatever I can answer, or at least point you in the direction that I believe would help. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you watching the video. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.